As ICE agents face scrutiny over their tactics, what should you do if they show up in your neighborhood?
A local pastor hosted a training to help people prepare. KCTV5's Jordan Frimstad explains why organizers say this makes the community safer.
Church leadership at Holmeswood Church in Kansas City had a question. What do they do if ICE comes to their community? And so they sought out expert advice in the community to ensure that everybody has the right resources so they understand their rights and that they also engage peacefully with law enforcement.
And the reality is I had no idea how we might respond.
Holmeswood Church senior pastor David McDaniel empathizes with people he's seen on the evening news.
It pains me to see inhumane actions taken against fellow brothers and sisters.
It's closed because we had a criminal search warrant here today.
As ICE operations impact communities in different ways, he wants his congregation to understand their rights. They connected with an organization called Boots on the Ground Midwest.
And they have been working with other immigration lawyers and immigration experts to help train them to then help disseminate information out to common Joes like us.
On Sunday, more than 350 people showed up to learn.
Brought me great joy and hope to see the metro area coming together.
Advocacy groups are offering informational sessions around the metro on rights when dealing with ICE agents, including the right to demand signed warrants and to remain silent. Tyler Stanley helps lead the Kansas City chapter of Democratic Socialists of America.
You know, under our First Amendment, Fourth Amendment, and Fifth Amendment, we have the right to observe, record, report, as long as we're not impeding.
KCDSA will hold a rapid response training on Saturday to help people observe potential ICE activity and to do so in a peaceful way.
What they don't need is people coming in and screaming at these ICE agents. What they need is someone to come in, observe, record, and report what is happening.
Stanley says de-escalation is critical for their mission,
so that it doesn't become exacerbated, like what we're seeing happening in other areas, especially in Minneapolis.
McDaniel wants his neighbors to feel welcome.
A significant tenet in our faith tradition is to take care of the vulnerable, take care of the outsider, and recognize the goodness of God is in everyone.
He believes empathy grows through knowledge.
That we are all stronger together.
Jordan Fremstead, KCTV5 News.